Why did no one tell me my microphone is on? Off. Hey, security. Okay. Because I have stream preview. But yeah. I'm back from Slovenia. Yeah, I was talking for like an hour and no one was saying anything, so like I even had Dr. Raymond home read and he didn't say anything that my mic is off or anything, so like I assumed that he heard me. But yeah, now I have to tell the whole story again. Yeah, I also jump scared myself because because I also am multi-streaming on YouTube and I had the preview on, and I'm also multi-streaming on Kick and I had the preview on somewhere and it was unmuted, so I heard myself. But yeah, I'm back from Slovenia. Slovenia was fun. My team was awesome. We finished, so individually I finished 5th. On teams, we finished 2nd by like a 10-second difference from the first team, and we were also making a comment that what would have happened if we actually did a puzzle together before the actual competition, because so when we got to Ljubljana, Stein from my team was constantly puzzling. Like, he was not letting go of puzzling. He was just doing puzzle after puzzle after puzzle. And he was constantly puzzling. I did one puzzle before the actual competition, but I did not want to speed puzzle. I did not want to be there. I was just telling myself, just get this over with. You don't want to be here. Just you're not gonna give your best anyway, but just give something. And that's pretty obvious on my individual result, because after I've done my solo round, I had everything that happened post Worlds just flashed back at me, and emotionally I couldn't handle it. I knew it was gonna happen because I still have that problem of trying to separate speed puzzling from what happened post Worlds. So that was overwhelming. But I survived my individual. At some point, I was sitting in front smoking, and my pair's partner came there, and I was like, I'm gonna go walk back to Croatia, which at some point was basically a meme because the place in Slovenia is just 10 kilometers off the border, so technically I could walk back to Croatia. But I did a puzzle for the first time in under an hour. That was my first time doing that puzzle. So, and the time was 52 minutes, I think. But basically after the individual, it was pairs, and for pairs it was easier to get my head out of the negativity and everything, because me and my pair's partner were joking about last year when we were sharing a table with a pair of Italians who started swearing instantly when they saw the pair's puzzle, which was this one. last year in Slovenia. So like every time I would get my head into a horrible space while doing the pairs, I would just start swearing in Italian because that reminded me of last year and it made it more bearable. Oh yeah, and it was way more easier. Like pairs last year where when we got that puzzle, when we saw that puzzle, the pair next to us, who were Italian, just started saying che cazzo, che cazzo, che cazzo. That basically means what the fuck in Italian, as far as I understand. Because I recognize the swear word. But the pair was going che cazzo, che cazzo, che cazzo. And my pair was we were flipping through the pieces. She was pretty chill, and after some time, she just started swearing as well, and I started laughing, and she's like, "What's funny?" And I'm like, took you," and I checked the clock, 15 minutes to start swearing. And because I was constantly saying kekatsu just to keep myself in I'm here with my pair, it's fine, we're gonna do awesome, we did last year. Like we're doing the pairs puzzle, and I'm like saying kekatsu, and at some point she started swearing. She turns around and she's like, "Oh, I lasted 8 minutes this time." So it was way easier to get into a normal groove for the pairs. I don't know how. I don't know how far behind we were by the first pair, but for puzzling together twice in our lives, we had a pretty good result. So one of the things that's like interesting for this year was the fact. I was told that I'm not eligible for any rewards for my performance, regardless of the pairs, regardless of the teams. Even in pairs where I was technically under the Slovenian flag, it didn't matter because it was half Slovenian team, and they wanted to have it like a national competition, so only Slovenes are eligible for any rewards. So I did get 2 plaques because they gave out plaques to the best foreign individual pair in the team. I wasn't the fastest foreign individual because the fact that I didn't get up halfway through the puzzle and say I quit, I consider a win, because that was my mental state when I started puzzling. Literally at the half of the puzzle, I was just about to get up and be like, screw this. I just wanted to go out and cry. Like, I just felt all the feelings I had when I got back from Worlds last year, and it just was too much, and I was like, fuck this shit. Pardon my French. And mine, I don't have that moment of the puzzle is too hard. So the individual puzzle was this one, which is pretty fun and pretty nice, and it's something I can do in under 15 minutes, no problem. I did it in 52 because I was fighting myself the whole time. And Also, like after the after the competition, there's this Inside Out puzzle, which is like Inside Out 2, which is basically like blocks of like all the characters, I'm guessing, from the what is it, the movie? I don't know. Like that's how in tune with things I am. But basically, it's a really fast puzzle, and everyone was saying that they got their personal bests on it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do it, and I did it without my headphones, so I can just hear the like random talking of my teammates in the house, just because they were looking at the VODs of the competition and all of that, and I was doing the puzzle like just to be able to hear them. And when I finished the puzzle and when I saw that it was 44 minutes and 90 seconds, I actually started crying, and like my voice still slightly cracks to the idea of it, but like that was a milestone that was kind of pushing me forward for most of the like pre-worlds. And like I kind of got it out of the way with like being surrounded with nice people, which kind of helped, but like still it fucking hurts. And I'm kind of like, so like I was so carried away with the with the team and with the people that I have signed up for the European Puzzle Championship, which is in uh, early January, not January, early July. I have no idea will I go. Like I signed up last day of registration. I still haven't paid the deposit. I will not be able to pay it until the 15th, I think, if my bank account survives the 8th. And I need to kind of pay it before so 10 days after the 31st. So I'm guessing the 11th. But like, for the next few days, like I will set up the like donation goal kind of thing like I did for Slovenia. But like I'm again in that like I was the same way before the Worlds. Like I didn't want to go, but the fact I was going with Puzzle Betty was kind of uh, pushing me to go, because like I wasn't going for myself, I was going for myself and someone else, which made it easier to make myself go. Like, and Slovenia had that. Okay, I'm gonna get up and take a break. I'm still here. I'm just stretching my legs and pausing the clock while I do so. But like I had that same thing with but yeah, like I don't have a pair, I don't have a team, I don't have an anything. I told one of the so Fruzi, who was with me on the team, was on the organizing. So like I'm expecting that so the competition itself is not that big of a problem for me. The problem with me is the like when I was preparing for Worlds, my life was in a beautiful place. And now my life is a complete mess. And I cannot get over that. And I cannot, like, separate those two. Because, like, when I went to the Worlds, I was in a perfect relationship with the perfect guy. I had a job, like, yeah, I still had an injury I was fighting through, but like everything seemed okay. And then, like, as soon as I got back from the Worlds, it's all just disappeared. And like, I haven't managed to rebuild anything since then. Heck, I just feel like I'm just existing in the nether in the meantime. And like, speed puzzling, like, I know I'm not even close to my full potential. And but like, my head is not letting me. Oh, thank you, Sir Popsy. Oh yeah, and Coco has been a butthurt diva ever since I got home. So, when I went to pick her up from Mother's, uh, the little butthurt diva, first of all, started sniffing at the bag, then started going to my mother to probably tell her that I got into the house, went to my grandma to tell her I got into the house, and then, like, after she passed everyone, she finally got the nerve to approach me. So my headspace for speed puzzling is like, there are days where I can ignore it. So like, I was telling Jima at some point, like, if it's a puzzle that's under 40 minutes, I'm gonna do it, no problem. But my headspace for, but like, my headspace would go from I'm completely into it to like, there's no point in anything. And for Slovenia, I thought that I would be eligible. So the first place was not a trip to the Worlds, which was kind of okay. It was like the first place was like, it was like 50, 40, 30 euros or something, and like progressively down. But like, because last year it was a trip to the Worlds was the first place. But like, the when I figured out that there's like, I'm not gonna be eligible for any of the rewards from the competition, like, that also kind of demotivated me, because like, uh because like, why am I even training, because I'm not gonna get anything. And when I signed up for the European Jigsaw Puzzle Championship, which is not under the Jigsaw Puzzle World Federation, but it's separate. It's held by the Hungarian and the German federations, and basically Fruzi, who was in my team, is kind of the organizer of that. But like, at the same time, because it's the European Jigsaw Puzzle Championship, like, if I perform well there, it would give me a better argument to ask for local sponsors here if I want to go to Worlds. But then again, at the same time, like, I do not want to commit to anything, because I don't know if I'll get a job, and if I get a job, I will not be able to travel for the first 6 months of getting a job. So like, every step I do has like 3 layers of problems in between, which is kind of holding me back. The speed puzzling itself is not a problem. Also, brilliant idea having my physical therapist do a sports massage of my back before I went. So like, I was there, my back was killing me, but like, My back is killing me, but I don't. But like when you just feel the pain, but you can still fully move. It's like freaky and beautiful at the same time. Like my back is screaming, but like it's not. The pain is not impairing me at all, and I'm like, good thing I called my physical therapist before sleeping. Like it was kind of his idea about the timing on when to do the sports massage. Yeah, basically, like I did a mistake. I had to nag one of my teammates to like put some like circulation cream on my back after the after the competition, but like I'm getting a new appreciation of sport massages. But yeah, currently my biggest problem is juggling my headspace. So my co-workers from my first company are trying to organize a lunch next week. So that's gonna be mentally defeating. But like, yeah. So Slovenia was fun. Like the team pulled up so much weight of my mental weight. They have no idea how much they helped. Although like I probably appeared arrogant or something because like my whole mentality being there is just like I want to get this over with. Like I don't want to be here. I want to get this over with. And but I managed to channel like other things through the pairs and the teams. And like it also demotivates me a lot when like that's my problem with the worlds as well. It also demotivates me a lot knowing that the puzzle that's gonna be done is something that I probably didn't have access to, and I cannot explain how much that messes up with my head. Like knowing I'm at a disadvantage, that just messes with my head. Like sometimes it's a push forward, but most of the time it's just like a rock around my neck. And yes, it seems like I'm just complaining about it. But like, then again, I know I'm not even close to being at my full potential. And at moments, I'm curious what my full potential is. But at the same time, like, it takes the hard work, it takes the dedication. Both of both things I know I'm capable of doing. But at the end of the day, my head is just like, why am I even bothering with anything? And I do mean anything. Like so for Slovenia, the national of Slovenia. So uh, there was a statistic. Yeah. So there was a statistic about participants per a million. Participants for the national per million people, and Slovenia has the like second highest or something like that, because then again it's a country of 3 million people, so it's not that, so like 40 people participating is like big numbers, but it's not. And it's not just like it's not the new puzzles, but like I won't be able to afford the puzzle for the next. So if I get employed tomorrow, I will not be able to afford the puzzle for the next 4 months. So like, and even if I could afford it, like I'm still like 2 seasons back on the catalog, even though my brother told me when he moved to Germany to give him my wish list, and I gave him my wish list, and nothing ever happened of that. And he has access to the actual Ravensburger site, which ships to Germany. But that's an like thing with my brother, which is a completely other complication because in his head, I never do anything correctly. So like, yeah. Hello there, Flamingo. So yeah, Slovenia was intense mentally, but it was pretty good. I ended up fifth in the individual, second in pairs, second in teams, and the teams one was like 10 seconds away, and like I still think we would have won it if we did a puzzle as a team beforehand, but we were too busy messing around. Okay, Melissa. But yeah, like most of the competition, I was just like, I don't want to be here. I just want to get this over with. Like especially for the individual round, for the pairs. For the pairs, it was easier to get my head into a normal headspace because like the girl I went into pairs with is the same girl I accidentally paired up with last year because like last year I went to Slovenia. All right, Hippie, thank you for the lurk. Because like last year I went to Slovenia and like I only signed up for the individuals, but like after I was done with the individuals, I asked one of the judges like if there's a pair who's missing the other, like I can jump in. And my pair partner's pair got sick that day, and she just came over to grab the puzzle from the competition and go home. And we ended up pairing together, and we were fourth last year, and this year we were second. And like it was way easier to get into normal headspace during the pairs because like last year we were sharing a table with an Italian pair, and the last year in Slovenian pairs it was that glacier, and the Italian pair next to us started swearing like instantly, and I was laughing my ass off because I understand Italian swear words. And my pair partner started swearing after 15 minutes. So like when we were, so when we were doing doing the last year doing the glacier, like every time this year when I would get into a bad mental health space, I would just say kekatsu because like that just reminded me of last year, which I found extremely hilarious. This year for the individuals, it was. So, let me grab the mouse and restart the timer. I just want to sit and smoke and also stretch my legs a bit. So, continuing stopwatch. This was the individual puzzle, which is pretty nice. I did it in 52 minutes considering it was my first try. Wait, did the camera freeze? Yes, it did. Just a sec. Just a sec, my overhead camera. My overhead camera went to sleep. There we go. Camera works again. It sometimes goes to sleep if there's no movement. So like this was the individual puzzle. I've done it for the first time in 52 minutes. I could have done better, but like my headspace during the individuals was like, screw this, I don't want to be here, I just want to go find a hole to cry in. The pairs puzzle was something with like a wolf and a sword. And like it was pretty like, it was busy but not busy enough. Of course my pair kept the pairs puzzle, so I don't have it to show. But like, we know who picked. I know we met the lady who picked the puzzles for the competition, and she did an awesome job. Like kudos to her for the picks, because like the like individual one is like, yeah, the individual one was like pretty like standard, so somewhat, because it's like an illustration kind of with Paris, which is kind of, let's say, a standard type of image which a lot of people would practice on. But like I have this major mental block with a lot of the puzzles, because most of the time I do not have access to the latest Ravensburger's catalog, so I have this thing where I'm just like frustrated with any competition which uses already released puzzles, because like I feel at a disadvantage because I cannot get my hands on the puzzle, thus I couldn't practice on the same puzzle, thus the chance of me doing the puzzle for the first time is pretty high. But like, oh, so the sky is tricky because it's not gradient. It has like those like straight clouds. So like it's not fully gradient. Let me just put it closer. Yeah. So it's not fully gradient. It's tricky. A lot of people got stuck on the clouds. My Coco is complaining. But like overall, it was a nice puzzle. The pair one was like something with a wolf. Like there was a wolf, there was a sword, there was like a big patch of like red to yellow like branches with clouds. Like of course my pair's partner who like applied us for the competition kept the pairs puzzle, but it was like it was not that difficult in my opinion. It was a horizontal image. Like, you can see on the page of the World Jigsaw Puzzle Association the results, and it's also gonna display the puzzles images that were in the competition. There should be there. If you're looking under the results, it's gonna display the image. They don't. They put the links for the. They put the links for the even the live streams on the results page. And I just checked, me and my pair were like 3.5 minutes slower than the winning pair. But then again, like, me and my pair met up twice, while the winning pair probably practiced multiple times together. But yeah, it was some like wolf with like wolf sword, there was a fox, there was a deer. Like, but like, basically all the puzzles were like really nicely picked. The teams one was, oh my, like, I forgot the name. Like, one of my teammates knew the name of the teams one because they done it before. But like, for me, all of the puzzles were like, I see them for the first time. And that kind of like, that kind of frustrates me, because like a lot of the times, every time in the puzzle competition, like, even though it's a previously released puzzle, for me it's a new puzzle. Like, so far I haven't had the uh, so far I haven't had the luck of getting a puzzle that I have done in a competition. Like, I just get puzzles that are brand new to me. Welcome back. So yeah, I am multi-streaming to like YouTube and Kick at the moment, and Kick has a more sophisticated bot problem than Twitch. Oh. I know, so like the person who was picking the puzzles apparently was not a speed puzzler. So like with that information in mind, her picks were beautiful. I mean, so I'm guessing Pumpkin is the possessive one. Eventually. So I don't know how it is to introduce like cats to cats or dogs to dogs, because like I never had that issue to say it in that way. Like I used to have two rabbits. So I was crashing at the president of the federation's place. But like I was told beforehand that I will not be eligible for any of the rewards from competing, which kind of like is demotivating on its own. So like I had major problems with basically my head and my mental state for the whole competition. Like, uh, if I didn't have a team that I felt like was kind of counting on me, like I do not think, like I think I would have ghosted. like last second before the competition, like just straight out not appear. Like my mental state was like that horrible before the competition. Like I'm better, but like I have this problem ever since the world. So like uh pre-worlds, I was injured and I was still preparing for worlds and all of the things that go with that. Like I had a back, like not a back. So I had a weird injury where I had my nerve in my leg pinched, and like regardless of that, I was still preparing intensely for worlds, doing at least a few puzzles a day, training, training daily, preparing for everything. And then I went to the worlds. I went to the worlds knowing that I have someone waiting back home for me. I had a job and my life was fully settled, and then I got back from the worlds, and 2 days after, I lost everything. Like, I lost my job, I lost my relationship, and my problem with speed puzzling is that, like, every time I'm speed puzzling, I just get reminded of how it was after the worlds. So, like, it's really hard to keep in a headspace where I'm actually kind of effective in my speed puzzling. And I know I'm still not even near my full potential for that. And like the the hanging out with the team and everything even motivated me a bit, to the point that I have applied for the European Jigsaw Puzzle Championship, which is hosted by the German and Hungarian federations. But like at the same time, my chances are of going are like my chances of going are like extremely low, because like I still don't have a job, that's in a month and something. So like I have no idea how I would pay for even going. Then secondly, if I do get a job, I will not be able to take vacation to go for it. But like still, we'll see. Like I'm gonna put up like for Slovenia, I had like this you can like like this little goal of how much money I would need to go to Slovenia, and I'm gonna put something like that up again once I do the math of how much I need to go to Hungary, which is not that far away. So like I'm like kind of hoping that the fact that the Hungarian one is like the European national, like the European championships, would give me like some clout if I want to go to Worlds to maybe get some local sponsor or anything. But like at the same time, like my full potential is locked behind a block of pain, is the best way to describe that. And I know that if I continue pushing through the pain, it's gonna be less and less every time, but like at the same time, like it still hurts. And also, one of the things that was a major mental block was that with my boyfriend at the time when I was preparing for the Worlds, I had a bet of. He bet me I wouldn't be able to finish a puzzle in under 45 minutes first time. And while I was in Slovenia, I did the Inside Out 500 piece puzzle in 44 minutes and 19 seconds. So I kind of won that bet, but like, even though it kind of removed the mental block I had for a while practicing with doing a puzzle in under a certain time, like, I'm still in that mental state of like, what's the point anyway? Like, I'm still fighting that. Like, what am I trying to prove? Like, I know I'm fast, I know I can be faster, but like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And yeah, I do not want to turn into a this. Yes and no. And that's my problem. I did not, like, most of the time I was just there because I felt like I need to be there. Like, there were moments where I actually managed to like loosen up, but most of the time I just felt pain. Because like, there's that little voice in the back of my mind saying something's gonna go to shit when I come back. And like, also I remembered like a meta fear which I have for a while, and that is like, but I think that's a company curse, not a travel curse. But basically, while I was working for my previous company, the last two winter parties, like Christmas parties I went to, both ended up with me losing one of my pets. So like, I also have like a bit of that fear in the back of my mind as well. But yeah, like, I know I'm too hard on myself because like, I enjoyed being with the people there. I enjoyed like puzzling with the people, but at the same time, like, there's a part of me which is not like, my performance was horrible. Like, I could have done better. Like, I prepared better. But like, at the same time, I could have even prepared, like, I could have prepared even better because like, so uh for the like 10 days before the competition, I did not do any speed practice at all because I just couldn't get my head into the space and I didn't want to push myself. And I told myself, like, I'm just going because the community helped me cover for it, so like, I need to do it for them, but do I want to go? I didn't feel like going. Oh, the camera froze again. I know. Oh yeah, the camera is overheating a bit. There we go. Don't worry about it. Like, my biggest mistake in life was thinking that at some point everything's gonna go for the better. Like, sounds horrible, but oh yeah. So the 3K, so the Karen puzzles on Puzzles 3K is not gonna be like. Let's be honest, it's not a competition even. Last time I did it in 20 hours. So like what's with the camera? So like compared to your attempt, like I can be cocky about it. Let me try changing the camera battery. Yeah, but like also I do a 5,000 piece in the first try around 50 minutes consistently. Exactly. So like the morning after. Okay, it works now. The morning after the competition, there were a few puzzles like for training, which were got from the new catalog, and there's this peacock puzzle, and I'm like going through the puzzles, and I'm like, okay, I want to do a puzzle, and Donna Louise is like, so which one? And I'm like, a painful one. You should have seen her face. You have no idea who you're dealing with, woman. So like I picked the peacocks, and she's like, that's a horrible one. And I'm like, yes, it's beautiful. But yeah, like, the Karen puzzles on puzzles, like, even if by, sorry for being cocky, but even if by some miracle you do finish it faster than I did, like, I'm still the first person to have ever done it, so, like, it's not stressing me. That's weirding me out. Yep. And I've done it first attempt, one sitting. The second attempt is just gonna be for shits and giggles. But yeah, like it's gonna be easier in second try because like first try you have no idea what you're doing with the puzzle and the puzzle itself is horrible. Let's be honest. Yeah, and I mean, the next thing I'm gonna do, which I plan on doing today, but I was too procrastinating to do, is I'm gonna do a 3,000 piece puzzle in one sitting, which is not gonna be the Karen puzzle on Puzzle one because I'm keeping that for the friendly competition. Let me put these down and I'm gonna show you the puzzle I wanted to do. So, I wanted to do camera angle, this one. So it's called 99 Beautiful Places in Europe. Oh yeah. It's fun and it's pretty easy, so like I wouldn't expect it to take too long. But it's a nice but it's like nice introductory puzzle to like getting into the mood for uh like doing a long form stream with a big puzzle. Like, and then after that, depending on how I feel, and probably if I have nothing smarter to do with my life, I might be even more stupid and do a 5,000 piece in one go. And hope Jima is not gonna hate me because that's like completely encroaching on her territory. Oh, for the 1,500 piece. Nice. Like, I'm never gonna speed puzzle anything over 500, to be completely honest. Like 500 is where I speed puzzle, everything else is let me enjoy my goddamn hobby. I mean, funnily enough, I do not enjoy speed puzzling. It sounds counterintuitive, but like I do not enjoy speed puzzling as speed puzzling. Like the fact that it's 500 pieces is basically a compromise with me in my head, like being like, this is okay to test it out, but I enjoy being fast at puzzling and seeing myself uh like getting better and better at it. So like, fun fact, that's one of the reasons why I smoke. Like sounds horrible, but basically one of the reasons why I gave up on giving up smoking was the fact that when I actually stopped smoking, the first thing that started hurting was my back. And how is my back the first thing that started hurting? Because like I used to sit at the PC the whole day, and smoking just gives me the incentive to get up every 45 minutes to an hour to go for a smoke, to heed the addiction. And when I stopped smoking, I didn't have that urge to go up and go out. So like after not smoking for a week, my back actually started hurting because like I no longer got up every hour. And also because like I was working from the office most of the time, that also implied that having a smoke break meant that I needed to go like 2 floors downstairs, then behind the building, then 2 floor upstairs, which is basically like, so in Croatia we have this thing called work health and safety, which is basically like a bunch of laws that you have to oblige by when you're working a desk position and an office job and whatnot. And our IT guy used to be the enforcer for work and safety, and at one point I went for my smoke break, and he was like, "Wait a minute, you're going too much for breaks." And I'm like, "No, it's every 45 minutes to an hour. What does the law say?" And he is like, "Yeah, you're right." And after that, the smoke breaks got in my company got renamed to health and safety breaks. And not only that, but we started pulling the non-smokers to go with, just because, well, it's constantly sunny here, so like even though they're not smoking, they can just stand there and look pretty and get some sunshine. I forgot you guys have a name for it. All right, hope the cats don't kill each other. I I think that's the right wish there. May there be no clawing of any kind in your immediate future. Oh, I forgot to announce on the Discord. Like, so I took a 1,000 piece puzzle thinking like it's gonna be something easy to do in one go. And now I'm stuck in a problem because like I wanted to do a 5,000 piece puzzle, a 3,000 piece puzzle tomorrow, but I now kind of can't do it because this is taking over the board. And also I need to figure out what's the camera's problem. And this is the bottom. I know this is a thing. Like, also right now there's a part of me that knows Coco just wants to go to bed, and I kind of want to oblige. Yeah, she just decided that the best place to lay down is gonna be to move my foot. So yeah, I'm not gonna be an idiot tonight, which is totally not typical of me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a handful of pieces that I can put down. So yeah, I am gonna call this for tonight. Just because, like as I said, I do not want to overdo myself, and I will try to wake up earlier tomorrow to actually finish this and maybe start with my plan. So yeah. reading out on Twitch. Nikita is playing something, so let's go say hi to her. Yeah, it's almost 3 a.m. and I'm tired. So yeah, let's go say hi to Nikita, who's doing crime scene cleaner. Thank everyone who was here. Appreciate all of you. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.